This podcast may contain offensive content. You have been warned. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Diecast podcast. I am your host and DM, Johnny, and we are a live play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast currently running through Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and that is the last time this season I will be saying that is we are here. It is the season finale. It is the Winter Shield Festival. Before we jump right into that, don't forget you can follow us on Twitter at Diecast Podcast. Please give us a follow and keep up to date on all the stuff we'll be doing in the off season. You can also find us on any app to play as a podcast, and leaving a rating review will help us out a ton and boost up the ratings a little bit. And you can also find us on our own website at www.flyinglizardstudio.com, where you can find this podcast and the Discord information if you want to jump in and join the rest of the fans and just talking about what's going on, our questions and our comments and our little crazy friend theories about what's going on. And you can find us on YouTube, where you can catch up on all the old episodes. Just have it in the background. We should have all the final episodes of Season 5 up by the end of August. So this is it. This is Season 5. We're going to play it straight through. No mid-between break. I'll have a little blurb at the end to say thank you for listening. Thank you for coming along on the adventure with us. And I think that's it. We've been building to this moment. It is finally the Winter Shield Festival. We finally get to see all that hard work finally paid off. And now let's see what happens to the city of Waterdeep when the Trollskull Trio throw a Winter Shield party that no one will forget. I will see you at the end. Thank you so much for listening. I love you all. Please enjoy the episode and have a good one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Diecast Podcast, Season 5, the last episode of the season, the Winter Shield Party. Last episode, we had the Trollskull Trio in the Vault of Dragons.
I think you mean the Fablin 5.
Fablin 5, I'm sorry. My sincerest apologies to Carl and Fablin. As the Fablin 5 were in the Vault of Dragons discussing what to do with the money, who to give it to, where's it going to go, and trying to convince the dragon to leave with 500,000 gold coins. You sent a message out to Jarlaxle, and who sheepishly was already in the vault.
Uncle Daddy
Was already in the vault, having discovered, or you told him exactly in front of him what the keys were, and just had you follow to figure out where it was. And then when you left the vault or left the tomb, the Zentarim were there waiting for you. Well, they were waiting to pillage and loot and carry a whole bunch of gold coins out. But
Surprise!
It's quite convenient.
Manshoon showed up and he's like, well, I guess this is going to go down. And then not intentionally.
And we murdered him.
Well, you murdered a snow clone.
Oh.
Yeah, it was just a snow clown.
But your friends all showed up in support, and all the people you made friends with throughout the adventure showed up to toss their support behind you and lend a fighting hand. And
lend a dagger.
We assembled.
Yes. I remember thinking that fight out in my head, going, this is how I think it's going to go. And then Endgame came out. I was like, oh, that's exactly how that's going to go. But you've come back to Trollskull Manor. The Winter Shield Party is in a couple of days. Your friends have been saved by the Harpers, which is something they canonically in this universe have done quite a bit. If they can break into a mountain and save 3,000 sacrificial victims, then they can break into a demiplane and save 6 people or 5 people and a mule.
Yeah, they got level 20 shit.
It's fine.
So we are going to find ourselves in Trollskull Manor the next day. Essentially, it's, I'd say, 3 to 4 days to go to Winter Shield. You guys can do whatever you want. Just let me know what you want to do, what you want to prepare. If not, we can cinematic speed of plot to the Winter Shield Party and see what happens.
Well, first I want to check in with Martem's efforts to bake his first Carl.
Just give him a basic D20 roll.
Oh, no.
Ooh, a natural 17. So he, because Miles had put it in my brain earlier, he breaks a gingerbread Carl.
And what's the 17 effect?
Oh, just like to see if you could do. Give it a DC 10.
He doesn't fail.
Yeah.
He doesn't like not.
He
Fail.
doesn't make it defective.
Or like a like possessed evil Carl.
And then you're like, Martin!
I've got gumdrop belly button to devour your soul.
Yeah.
Or I guess it'd be like to devour your soul. Yeah.
He's baked proper.
Well,
And
Martem,
through and through.
you didn't fail. And I recently learned that my parents were also murdered. So I think we've got two things in common.
I mean, do you like apples?
No, don't
So
care
then
for
just
them.
two. Just the two.
Too acidic.
Too many things to bond over.
But he does produce quite a bit of gingerbread cookies in the shape of Carl, dressed immaculately with frosting and candy.
Martem, a grasp of branding.
Yeah, you're picking up a lot in a couple days.
I mean, in terms of what we want to do we want to go? Do we still want to investigate this fireball shenanigans?
Yeah, we could definitely ask Mert about what he's heard. So maybe I visit Mert. Maybe we go visit Mert in his villa. I'm gonna see what his villa looks like.
His villa is quite swanky, actually. 1 second.
Oh, man.
Oh, you got lucky. I rolled the percentage dice, and Mert is actually in at this very. It looks almost. It looks like an old. It used to be a fort, and he's converted into more of like a swanky, decadent type of like hanging vine. Or it's wintertime, so like trellises where vines would hang over, and like. But it's definitely got that kind of like fortified parapet and steel or iron steel gates and stuff like that. As you come up, and it's very stone, very almost sterile. In the wintertime, you imagine you can see planters and spots where trees could be planted. That probably has a more green and lush vibe in the spring and summertime. But right now in the winter, it seems like it's very much like Growlhound Villa, where it's like open and barren, and you can see just gray and static type of architecture. As you go and signal the door, and you see his personal assistant come out in like this big, large, poofy fur-lined jacket. So, yes, can I help you?
Hello, my name is Oweiwaka.
I know who you are. You're the news of the town, after all.
Oh, you're too kind. Is Mert in by any chance?
The master is in. Can I ask what the occasion is? Celebrity or not, you still need a reason.
Yeah, a little bit of work, a little work reason.
You say, very well. Come on in and wait in the foyer. I have hot toddies ready for guests.
Oh,
Just have them ready.
that's great.
Yeah, I mean, I'm into it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Mert likes to take care of his guests quite well.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, we're into
Hot
that.
toddy it up.
Maybe we could learn some things from Mert about housekeeping.
Let's take some pointers.
I guess he's not running a for-profit bar, though. Anyway.
Well, as you come into the house, the foyer is massive. It goes from like this stone cold, keep away type of vibe to a dark wood panel, lush red carpeting on the floor, benches, and like this warm glow of magical flames on sconces. And you can already smell like those spicy hot toddies just waiting on a platter as you come in. And you can actually, it's kind of like almost like a small warming pad, this platter, as you lift them up, and just feels smooth and great as it goes down. He's like, very well, please wait in the waiting room, and the moneylender will be with you shortly.
The best thing about Mert is he gets us drunk. And I will drink my whole hot
Oh, yeah,
toddy.
that's true.
Yosef, as soon as you finish your hot toddy, you see it refill.
Yeah, he does know a thing or two about hospitality.
Yeah, no, I'm into this.
You spend about 5 minutes waiting, like this lavish library, the book ladders that go around, and like these bookcases are maybe like 5 or 6 levels high. Definitely, you have to look up to see the tops of these shelves. And there's fancy sitting chairs, like the kind that kind of like squeak and moan when you sit down in them a little bit. And there's like a nice roaring fire going on in the nice gigantic stone fireplace. As you see Mert come in, looking little flush in the cheeks, his marvelous mustache is curled and waxed, and losing that kind of battle tone. He's gone back to his more formal, sociable voice of like, "Oh yes, how may the Trollskull Trio, how may Mert the Moneylender help you out? The heroes of Waterdeep."
Oh, you're too kind. You did so much for us, Mert.
Well, you pointed us in the right direction. We saved your friends and countered the threat of Manshoon.
Yeah. And we have one more thing we were hoping maybe.
Just like a little loose end. Like not even that explosive.
Like you could say it's part of a finale.
I do love a good ending.
Yeah.
What do you know about the being that threw the fireball that hit Trollskull Manor?
Oh, next to nothing. We thought there was Zentarim associated, but we can't find anything that connects that to the Zentarim.
Yeah. We also turned that up. So what we turned up is that it's from eyewitness testimony. It seemed like a Nimblewright was involved.
Oh, there's not many of those in the city.
And we had tracked the Nimblewright down to Grand Hound Villa. At least we believe we tracked a Nimblewright down to the Grand Hound Villa, which got us into the whole Manshoon teleporting craziness that you saw firsthand.
Oh yeah, well it's good that you found it then, but I know your Dark Elven friends have some Nimblewrights, and there's some at the House of Inspired Hands, but
well, this one was from the House of Inspired Hands, we're pretty sure, because we saw some schematics that looked exactly like the description our eyewitness had.
We think he was made by one of their other Nimblewrights, and he had somehow been corrupted.
Or something like that, yeah. Like I named a Nimblewright maybe built this Nimblewright. His name was Nim. Seemed like a nice, if not mischievous fella.
Well, we can put an investigation into it, but as of right now, we don't know anything about. We thought you guys had all that in hand. We have almost no information, but we honestly thought the fireball was connected to the Zentarim.
Yeah, I mean, we're a little fuzzy on that because we did track down to the villa, which did seem to be lousy with Zentarim. But Davil didn't seem. We actually didn't ask Davil about it. No,
we did.
No, we did. No, we must have asked him.
We saw him numerous times.
Yeah, he said he didn't know anything about it. He could have been lying, but he was definitely in a war against the Zentarim, so it could have been the other side of it. But the weird thing there is that the man that gave us a fake Stone of Galore was burnt to, gee golly, he was caught up in the blast also. So it's a real puzzler.
And, I mean, our Winter Shield party is coming up. And, we just want to make sure everybody's safe and nothing happens and nobody else attacks it. I mean, aside from Yosef, who still kind of wants to, I think, slightly burn the place down in a chaos party. But, I think we've nipped that in the butt for now.
There's going to be a big fire.
I'm opening to drawing our aggressors out and using the Winter Shield party as a platform for a climactic final battle, which may or may not kill everyone.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that would be cinematic.
Either way, it's going to be the party of the year.
So, yeah, just if you hear anything, maybe put some feelers out. If you need any Nimblewright detectors, we got one.
Oh, you should probably have that set up at Trollskull Manor then, if you anticipate an attack happening.
We don't anticipate it. I mean, everybody loves us.
We hope for.
What? Well, not everybody loves you. I mean, you've defeated Manshoon. You didn't
Manshoon doesn't love us.
No, yeah,
kill Manshoon.
No, he's still
sure.
out there plotting.
I said everybody who's not a objective villain monster.
Well, we've also discovered that the Zentarim have been quite splintered and fractured, but. From my guess is that the city is actually going to endorse Davil and his Doom Raiders taking over this branch of the Zentarims in Waterdeep. You apparently wiped out a significant proportion of their power inside the city.
Oh, Davil's been released from prison?
Oh yes.
Oh, wow.
He did not. He was manhandled quite badly in there.
Yeah,
so, I
we
mean,
saw.
Does that mean we're no longer in shit with them?
Oh no,
The
no!
City Watch?
I've cleared it up. I told you were undercover working for me.
Yeah,
Oh.
the devil might take that a little mad because he maybe thought we were working for him, even though, we were pretty mean to him every time we saw him.
We were in bed
it's
with everyone. It was
fine.
quite confusing and erotic.
You were literally in bed with everybody.
I was.
Well, it seems that the city wants to avoid another gang war, and instead of having a power vacuum of where the Zents were, they've decided to let Davil and his Doom Raiders take the spot of where the old Zents used to be.
Mert, if you don't have any more information about this, who would?
So I honestly don't know. It's not been something that's been on our priority list for the past couple of days.
Well, we have preparations to make for the Winter Shield party.
Yeah.
Maybe some security to finish hiring.
Yeah.
But
Well, I've heard you got Dunk the Ogre. He's exceptional at security.
so maybe just let us know if you hear anything in the meantime, and we'll, get things kicking off for that.
I will. But if I don't know, nimble rights can be hard to find. They can be as quiet as they're programmed.
Yeah, maybe it could be deactivated by now. Just hoping that we could find him, his friend again. He seemed like a lonely little robot.
Sorry, yawning.
That's all right.
I guess it's construct here.
It's like, well, if there's, I guess I'll see you. Is there any formal requirements or preferences for the Winter Shield party?
Stay warm. It's gonna be chilly. We're gonna have a little fire though, so think about layers. Of course, come to the VIP section. You're more than welcome to come to the second level of the manor.
He's like, of course. I would not miss it for the world. And he escorts you to the door and gives you all handshakes and the double clasp, kind of granddad, thank you for coming by.
It was lovely to see you, mate.
It was great to see you too, and
How
thank
many
you
of
for
those hot toddies did you have, Yosef?
I polished off 4 in
You
this
were
past.
so quiet.
Yeah, that's what I was doing this whole time.
In the background, just filling the glass.
It was self-filling as soon as you drank it.
Like the Thor.
Yeah.
Oh,
By the way, give me a Constitution save there.
yeah.
Just a basic 10.
It's a 12.
You're fine. A little flush in the cheeks,
For
but
now.
Staying on your feet.
the cold isn't bothering you right now. So you're in the castle ward right now. What do you wish to continue to do?
It seems like Davil Starsong is our only remaining lead.
Yeah, I want to head down to the yawning portal, see if he's kicking around the old haunt.
Yeah,
Good
let's do
idea.
it.
Big put in one last plug for the Winter Shield party.
Darnan will surely tolerate that.
It takes you just seconds to get because it's in the castle ward as you kick open the door and you bust your way in. And it's actually pretty full inside. You can see Dernan is serving away, and Davil is of course in his corner, but he's got dark glasses on. His face is still kind of purple and reddish and orangish from the bruises he got. You can see he's actually got like a walking cane with him. They kind of got like a cast around his wrist and his forearm as he just seems to be in his usual relaxing pose, but just drinking some wine, but a little worse for the wear.
Davil, my friend, I must say you are looking unfuckable.
Well, my friend Yosef, when you've been in prison as long as I have, and you've been beat up as much as I have, then you will be unfuckable for a couple of days. In fact, I don't know if my body could take it right now. I feel awful.
You were only in prison for a day.
It was a couple of days.
It was a long day.
It was a very long day, Amalek. Yes.
Yeah. It was also a very bad beating. We did see you. You looked pretty rough there. That's unfortunate.
Yes. So all those worries about the Zentrim infiltrating the City Watch, unfortunately, were true.
Yeah, I figured.
Because it was not us who had infiltrated them; it was the other people, and they put the boots to me, as they will.
Were they the same people who sent the Nimblewright to attack?
Oh, I have no idea about that.
God damn it.
It doesn't make sense though if they'd blow up one of their own. Like Ersto wasn't working for us.
Was he? What do you know about the Growlhuns?
Oh, well, I know they were being used as a Zentrim base for a bit. I know that they were in debt quite a bit, and that the Zentarians were funding their villa or their finances for a good long. They're essentially indebted to them, as it were.
So what do you think tipped the scales? Then they came to blows.
Oh, I don't know. I was in jail at the time.
That's a lie.
No, he was.
No, it was during the attack. He was not yet arrested.
Right, that was a DM mistake.
Yeah, no problem.
He's like,
Actual lie.
an actual lie. He's like, I honestly don't know. We didn't know they had that operating in the north. We thought we were using your manor as our northernmost outpost.
I'll roll a little insight on this.
Aight.
It's a 21.
21. You get the feeling that he's telling the truth, and you also get that intuition that he's also interested in figuring out what was going on, because he seems to have legit no idea what happened there.
Huh.
Well, still no leads.
Still no leads, except for, of course, Growlhund Villa itself. So, what's next for you, Davil? In charge of the Zentarim, I hear.
Yes, yeah, I've worked out a deal with the city. As long as we keep the murderers to a zero, still operate on the basic of crimes. But just make sure we don't spark off another gang fight in the city. I don't think the city's ready for another war in a power vacuum. So make it look like we're still here and still in charge, and there's still a faction of Zentarim, which there are. We are growing up. By the way, I don't know if you're interested. I heard you've come across some coinage, and if you are interested in maybe an investment in making sure that the city is run properly and not spiraling into confusion, despair, war. I mean, like, just for a measly 10,000 gold pieces for making sure the city is a safe place for everyone to exist.
Davil, I didn't want to spoil this ahead of time, but Carl and I have been working on opening up a wider dimensional hole, so perhaps you and I should have a conversation in the future about a little ghost prostitution.
You see his eyebrow go, whoop, just rise up a little bit. You have my interest. Let's talk more at the party.
Start working on a catchy name.
The Ghost Hole.
No, less crude.
Classy. It's going to be a classy ghost fucking operation.
The Spectral Void.
Give yourself some time.
Yeah, it's pretty good though.
I'm trying to find myself.
You got a Bod's gift for names.
You see his bodyguard Yagra off to the side, and she kind of just whispers like, "He's not that hurt. He's just wearing that stuff for show."
Oh, thanks, Yagra. Yeah, the most tough-looking half-orc I've ever seen.
He's playing up. He's overselling it.
If you ever need a job that's not next to this guy, you give us a call.
You see her give a half-orcish wink. She's open to the idea, but her money's coming. She also realizes you guys just made 50,000 gold, so
fucking rude.
Yeah, it's at least 16 for each of us.
Golden coins, yo.
I lived in a hole recently.
Big life change for all of them. Here's a manor, here's some friends. Oh, and 50,000 gold pieces. Yeah, so...
well, you know what, Gavel? If you hear anything about any nimble rights, anything comes up on the Grandhuns, you let us know.
Well, the Grandhuns have gone awfully quiet after the incident at their villa.
Yeah. Well, why don't we just pay those jerks a visit?
I like it.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
All right, Davil, have a good one.
So I'll see you at the party.
Yes, you are still allowed to come.
VIP lounge.
Oh, I already have my invitation. I was coming anyways.
Yeah. See you there.
You guys want to talk to Dernan at all, or are you going to...
Well, I'm definitely going to crack off a quick plug for the Winter Shield party.
Do it up to...
Everyone, everything you read was lies. Those of you who believe that we were traitors must be so embarrassed. But there's no better way to show that you're on the side of the Trollskull Trio than to turn up to the Trollskull Trio to celebrate our Winter Shield party, of which you've doubtless heard and are pissing your pants in excitement for.
I'm going to give you advantage on the roll because everyone has read the papers and saw that you got vindicated, and they're open to your suggestions.
Oh my god, I did terribly.
It's a 1 and a 2.
Oh no, what was the total?
It's a 7.
7? It's you were in your groove, you were feeling the rhythm, the crowd was involved, and then when Amalkin read, like, it's the Fablin 5.
Wow, way to put it on me.
You just felt your momentum stop. He's like, wait a minute, it's always been the Trollskull Trio. Now you have to change the alliteration to it?
We're not changing shit. Because that's what happens when you change the brand before an event.
The crowd, it looks like you still got some head nods, but it's more of a, oh yeah, we've heard this before. It's not a detrimental effect. It's more of a just like, okay, yeah, more of the same.
Dernan, nice to see you. Thanks for all your help in the last weeks.
He's like, oh, no problem. Thank you for showing that Manshoon was still alive. That's a threat we all have to be careful about now.
That is true. You seem pretty invincible.
Well, when you've been around as long as I have and done the things that I've done.
Do you want to join up so that you could also fight Manshoon for us?
No.
Oh.
I've got my own responsibilities right here. I make sure that whatever comes out of that hole in the portal doesn't make it past the door.
So that happens a lot.
It's a dangerous place down there.
So I guess we won't be seeing you at the Winter Shield party?
Maybe.
Well, if you do come, you are definitely invited to the VIP section. Just keep what you see there on the down low. As I touch my giant nose.
Down low for what? You're losing me on the communication there.
On the you know what? You'll know what to do. You're good. You're good, Denon.
All right. So you head on out in back. It's like morningish in Waterdeep. The snow's crunching under your feet. The skies are blue, and people are out in. Seems kind of like this jovial, festive attitude as everyone seems to be out shopping, engaging in commerce. Just kind of. There's been a tension in the city. It seems to be relieved now after the news that Manshoon was one of the reasons the reason why there was like this street war going on. You can actually see, you don't see any presence of like the knife, the Xanathar's Guild, or the Zentrine as prevalent as you remember when this all first started up. Because before you'd see every now and then just like conflicting members on opposite sides of the streets, and you just can't see anything like that right now.
They've all gone underground.
Yeah, I mean, I'm both like relieved, but then also anxious because like it just seems so calm.
Yeah, let's, on our way to the ground hand villa, let's just turn on the nimble right detector. Mm-hmm. It's a little umbrella if you're not paying attention too close to us.
All right, so you're in the castle ward. I'm going to get my map real quick. Wait, I've got the book. Never mind.
I guess we could give it. To Gingerbread Carl.
I'm a gingerbread man.
Hey, Carl, how's it going?
I'm sweet and spicy.
It's been your destiny to be this bread all along.
I feel more adorable than I was as Cupcake, Carl.
Debatable. What do you think, Joseph?
I like him anyway.
And true to form, I'm still delicious.
Yeah, no, I bet. I'm still never, ever going to eat you. I feel that's still weird.
You say that now until you take your first bite, because once you take that first bite, I'm gold.
I'm telling you, Joseph. I'm telling you, Waywalker, he's 2 for 2 over here.
Mm-hmm.
I am gingerbread ambrosia.
We could just have regular not Carl gingerbread. That's something we could do because
Carl is the secret ingredient in the ginger Carl.
I'm concerned about that.
When we get back, I'm going to have one of the regular gingerbreads that Martin made, and I will imagine it's you, if that makes you feel any better.
A little.
I think that's still a little bit weird.
It's a little.
I'm playing it up for him.
You're missing out, though.
Yeah. No, I know. All right.
All right, so you turn on the nimble right detector. Which part? You're in the castle ward right now. Where?
Yeah, right next to, I guess, the yawning portal.
Yeah. All right, so you're heading up to the northern ward because that's where the Growlhound is. That's actually right next to...
Yeah, to Trollskull Alley.
Yep. As you go through the trade ward, you actually see this thing start to set off quite a bit.
Oh. Hey, guys, we're getting a nibble.
Okay, well.
And as you're walking up, and you go by an alley exit, you just goes as you go farther away from the alley.
I guess we're just going to go down this alley.
Double back,
As you look down, Amalka, this is one of your classic street urchin back alley. Like it's one of those alleys where you don't draw a lot of attention in it. And it is filled with crates and refuse and like essentially just like a dumping zone for a lot of stores in the trade area.
Yeah.
What do you choose to do?
In retrospect, I've realized this might mean fighting this nimble braid, and I have regrets.
We're fully stocked. We've had a long rest.
I know. It's just it's fine.
Yeah, maybe don't hit him with your wand of lightning bolts because he's made of electrical parts, or not maybe electrical parts.
Although we haven't seen him yet, have we?
Nope.
No. I will give a classic perception check. Actually, why don't I look with Amalika and you can roll this with advantage because you are better at this skill than I am.
I don't know. My dice have been very bad. Yes.
Oh yeah. Also, that's maybe a good idea. Throw on some detect magic first.
Oh yeah. Can I? Like, I don't need to. Can I? I'll just use detect magic.
Yeah, just do it.
Okay.
All right. That's
yeah. And then roll a perception maybe.
Yeah. Do I see anything with detect magic?
You don't see anything to detect magic, but what'd you get on your perception check?
Oh, I hadn't rolled yet. I was waiting. Not that it matters. It's like I'm just going to use up all my rolls. They're both 12s.
Yeah.
It's not bad though.
Yeah, but okay. And then, so 16.
16. You go looking around and you notice that it looks like it's pretty devoid of anything. Like it just looks like trash and refuse and broken crates and canvas thrown everywhere. But you do notice that as the wind flutters, you just catch that little glint of metal in the sun, or like that little sparkle of light, and you see kind of like this metallic bronze reddish lake underneath this canvas.
Wig?
Lake.
Oh, leg.
All right. You approach. I'm gonna go and take off that thingy there, and then get weapons out, and we'll try to corner him. All right, Joseph, on that side over there.
I will do this.
All right, everyone give me stealth checks.
Oh no. Let's try this new dice. See how this goes.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, yay! What are we doing? 24.
Damn.
18.
And 16 for the rogue.
All right, yeah, it looks like it hasn't paid you any attention whatsoever, and you carefully sneak up. It looks like it's actually buried underneath some like broken crates and canvas.
I would like to quickly remove the canvas.
And a flourish of snow and trash kind of like clatters about as you bring it off. You see this kind of like bronzish, reddish, armored with like this kind of like metallic golden mustache and like a red hat with like a feather sticking out of it. And the eyes just kind of like look up to the sky, kind of like dead.
Oh.
Wow.
Looks dead.
Yeah, like I wave my hands in front of its eyes.
Bonk it,
like
yeah.
Poke it.
You hear the tap and like thunk, thunk, tap
Does
of metal.
its face have like the big mustache that was described?
It does,
It looks
yeah.
like.
Well, I mean, if it's inactive right now, should we maybe just take it back to the house of whatever?
Inspired hands.
Yep.
I was going to say idle hands.
I was going to say touchy, grabby hands.
That was some touchy grabby. Sweet encounter.
That's the boudoir
earlier.
skill.
I remember well.
I've literally already forgotten what it actually
Inspired hands.
Inspired hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be I think that'd be a good idea, Malika.
Mm-hmm. Let's get rid of this thing.
All right. So as you try to hoist it, this thing's actually quite heavy. I'm going to need a strength athletics
Wait,
check.
can't I use levitate?
Yes, you sure can.
You absolutely can.
We don't have to roll dice anymore.
See, how does Amalka cast levitate on this robotic body?
Oh, I feel like she's going to kind of do like put both of her hands out and just kind of like put them over top to initiate the levitate. Kind of like, what is that? The craft, like,
Oh, yeah.
light as a feather, steps aboard, like just kind of, or like, I guess, Chris Angel like style. And just concentrates in bringing it up off the ground.
It kind of hovers in the air, almost like it's sitting in a lazy boy. And I'm not going to roll on its activation dice because you're not touching it as you lift it up off the ground. Excellent use of magic.
During the party, you've got to do that to a cast of ale. Just like spray everybody.
Seems like an excessive waste, but I guess like whatever. Let's go.
All right, so you make your way over to, I believe that's in the Castle Ward or the North Ward, one of those things.
Yeah, I think it's sort of towards the west of the city.
House of Grabby Hands.
Yeah, it's actually in the west near the Sea Ward.
Aha, so you're in the Sea Ward. As you come back, and Yosef, again, you see on, you don't have the Stone of Golor on you, so you're not exploding holy relics around you at all.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That was a terrible feature of that device.
But you do notice you still see like the carvings and runes on all the all religious artifacts.
What did they say?
It's the same. It's the same thing you've seen before. It's the same thing of the image of the dwarf in the vault. It's like half of a spell or an incantation where it seems to be like transferring of energy, like siphoning of energy. And you do notice like the same runes and scribbles on priests and acolytes and clerics around the area.
I relate all this to you.
That's very weird. You saying you see it on their skin?
Yeah, everywhere. I've been saying this the whole time.
I know.
Magic eyes. Use your magic eyes. You're on my side now.
Yeah. You see a very similar description to what Yosef says. You can't see it on the other things, but you see it on Yosef.
I mean, he's not wrong. I see it too.
But it's only on Yosef that Amalika sees it.
It's
not
on me?
wrong.
What does
I
it
see it on
say?
Yosef.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't read it. I don't know what it says.
Is it like a tat? Is it cool? Can you draw it?
I mean,
You absolutely can. Give me you know what? They're basic scribbles. So yeah, you can just do it.
okay. So I don't know. Malka magically pulls out a pen and paper from her butt and like.
No, I got
Parchment.
I have parchment.
Oh.
And I got a dozen sheets of parchment and 3 quills. You can
Oh
have one.
well,
You
way
only-
walk it.
You only need one parchment to do it. But as Malchus traces out the symbols,
I didn't realize that was like. I'm just like, well, what would Stephanie do? Like Stephanie just has paper and pens in her fucking purse all the time. I'm like,
but when you see this part of it, Yosef, it's like putting the pieces of a puzzle together, and it's almost like a mirror of what you've seen in the other designs and sigils. And it seems to be yours is also, it's like a transference, but yours is more of like withdrawal or transferring power to yourself. And you kind of get the idea that you've together these by these sigils combined, you've got kind of like a siphoning ability off of the, like, it seems like make the siphoning spell.
Can I try that spell now? Like what?
It seems to already be active.
Yes, yeah, siphon.
I'm siphoning.
I mean, that would you do have a magical thing going on.
It does explain why I've been opening up larger and larger portals.
I wonder. I mean, that's the Poobah Shaboo. You said you've seen these kinds of sigils on their artifacts and their temples.
Definitely, but they always said they didn't mean anything.
Huh.
Religion is meaningless. Gods are dead. Magic isn't real. You know, it's all just sort of the leftovers of a dying universe.
Yeah, I mean, magic is definitely real. Like, he has a magic hand. You can go invisible. Like, that all happens.
yeah, we're levitating this nimble, right?
Yeah, Yeah.
Actually, give me an Arcana check, Malika.
Okay.
'Cause you've got training in it.
Oh, new dice, you've betrayed me.
No.
6.
Oh, don't forget you got to add your new intelligence modifier to
Did
that,
I not
though.
write all this goddamn
Oh, I
stuff
lost my
down?
intelligence modifier.
What is, if it's 2, what is it?
It would be
6?
It's
6.
well, it's 4 plus the proficiency, so it's 7. 7 is your new Arcana.
Okay. So,
11 in total.
yep.
11. It's as far as you can see the siphoning inscriptions and incantations on it. You can't really figure out its source or its its true purpose, but there's definitely it seems to be a one-way passage for whatever's being siphoned off.
I got a 16.
Oh, you got a 16? You definitely get the feel, and you probably have a good idea that your magical power from your patron is being channeled directly through anyone who worships a god.
Oh. Wait, what does this mean?
What does
So,
it
like,
all
if anybody's
mean?
actively worshiping a god around me, I'm like taking their power?
Yeah, and it seems to be like a passive act, or it seems like an effect that's occurring constantly, and it's already active. Like it's already happening. You don't need to cast a spell. It's just like something about you and these sigils. It seems to be that whatever is in them is being transferred to you.
Well, this seems not good.
Huh. That might explain, like, you might be special in some way. Obviously, you're an Asima, which is a being of some celestial importance. So, if you don't mind me saying, after the Winter Shield party, maybe sometime down the future, we should probably uncover the mysteries of the Pubash.
And what happened to your parents?
And, definitely what happened to your parents.
They carved it in stone. You're not allowed to talk about your parents.
Listen, Carl, we're going to find out what happened to his parents.
It's on a big stone when you show up to the island. It says, "Do not talk about your parents."
Well, we're going to break some rules.
Oh, I don't know about that.
You like rule breaking sometimes.
I thought you were spicy.
I am, but Puabuian law is like, really, you just don't mess with that.
Carl, do you know what this means? The Pubashabu is alive. It's a living thing. And once it kills all the other gods and destroys the universe, something else is going to happen.
Whoa.
I know, right?
You've blown my ginger mind.
Oh, Carl.
My brain has cinnamon in it right now, and that's not as spicy as what you just said.
Well, that seems to give you hope for the future, so win column.
Yeah, let's go get this nimble ride over to this place.
I forgot all about the nimble.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
want to carry it around anymore.
Keep concentrating on this nimble ride.
Let's
'cause
get out of here.
He doesn't want to touch the ground.
I don't want
Right,
this.
Pubashabu, nimble right.
Yep.
We're getting a hat trick of narrative closure.
Let's
You do hear that?
continue this and bring it onwards.
You
to
hear that familiar
House of
thump
Crabby
as
Hands.
Carl hits that invisible dome of he just can't pass a certain point getting closer to the House of Inspired Hands. So
Hang out here, Carl.
I guess as goes invisible.
I love you.
I love you too. And it's like that one said audibly and was like, looks around.
It's a loving season, everybody.
You
Come
make,
to our party.
you make your way in, and the very first thing you notice, Malika, is that scale model of the Scarlet Marpanoff, the kind of the manta ray submarine that you've actually been in, and you realize that, oh, that does exist, and it's right just in the harbor over there.
Oh, it's underneath the ship.
Yeah, it was attached to underneath this
I didn't quite
underneath his
get that.
boat.
Cool.
Uncle Daddy.
Let's keep that one to ourselves.
And Valletta is there. She's like, "Oh, you've returned. Have you found?" And she sees the floating nimble. It's like, "Oh my goodness, you found him!"
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we think this is the one.
Is this Nim?
It's like, well, I mean, we'll have to disassemble him and take a look at the parts, but I mean, we know about all the nimble rights inside the city, and we have no registration on this one.
But didn't you say that the...
Yeah, would Nim recognize him?
Oh, Nim may recognize him, yes.
But didn't we have a whole thing where we found out that he
he created.
Nim
Yeah.
built this nimble.
Yeah.
Ostensibly.
Yeah,
we
so
could
he
still be
knows
wrong.
about it. Just
Yeah, can we? I would just love to show Nim this to get confirmation.
She says, no, the Dragonborn says, yes, of course. And like rushing, you go up those wooden creaky stairs up to the top of the tower. And she's like, knocks on the door. Nim, we've brought some news. And you see the wooden door open up and you see this small little, this robotic humanoid come up. And if robots could have an expression, kind of like a spring and a gizmo whir as you see the two eyebrows go wink in surprise, like it sees Nim kind of deactivated and just kind of floating there by Malika's levitation spell.
So not active right now, Nim, but this looks like your buddy, huh?
You see him nod up and down and does some hand signals to Valletta. And she says, "Oh yes, he's confirming this is the nimble right."
Does he have like a reset button to go to like?
But before we do that, is there any way to pull the information from him to see who maybe corrupted him?
He kind of like shrugs his shoulders. He's like, and Valletta says, "It's difficult to say that once the nimble right is either deactivated or destroyed, it's hard to pull any kind of information from it."
And he has no verbal skills. Were we to activate him?
Maybe, I don't know. It depends. Nim doesn't speak, so it's possible he doesn't have the ability to give it speech itself.
Nim, does your buddy talk?
And you see him shake his head.
Well,
you do notice that he was using kind of like a sand language with Valletta.
Could you? Well, we could try activating him. And would you have a way of subduing him if we activated him?
So, we would probably have to destroy it if we activated him.
There's no way. There's no way to reverse what's happened. Maybe
it's not a design we're familiar with. It would take time. That's the fastest and easiest way, just to destroy it. And in fact, I'm kind of leaning that way. We don't know if it's been involved with this fireball attack, then maybe it is the thing we should do.
I don't want to fight it.
No, we don't want to cause any harm or mess up any of your beautiful artifacts here. Just
So, but I do have rewards for you. It seems paltry after I've heard what you've discovered your treasure, but at least please take this. And she holds out like a small bag. It's kind of like a hefty bag, and it's got 500 gold pieces in it for you.
Sweet.
Damn, we're rolling in it.
This
peasant coin.
And please, we also have treasures of the house to bestow upon you if you so desire.
Oh,
We love treasures of the house.
Yeah, we're really into power gaming.
You see,
I lived in a hole.
you're still up in about Nim's room. Do you want to come back down or?
Yeah.
All right, Nim, it's your buddy. I hope you treasure him and that you're able to bring him back from whatever happened here. And if you ever find out anything about what corrupted him or what happened to him, we would love to find out. So please tell the Valletta here to get in touch with the Trollskull Trio.
Yeah. And she says, I will make sure of that first we have a good look at it, and that if anything is discovered, we will contact you right away.
Perfect.
Thank you.
You were brought downstairs, and she claps her hands, and you hear like this kind of like metallic gong ring out. It's like they've brought back the wayward Nimbarite, and we have rewards for the Trollskull Trio, the the winners of the Battle of the Brandath Tomb, and saviors of the city, saving us from Manshoon. Please accept these humble gifts. And you see the first one's read on kind of like this red velvet blanket, and you see it's like they look like shoes, but they have the heels look a little bit strange. And you see her say, these are adjustable stilts. As you see her push a button, you see like the bottoms of the shoes extend down.
That's so cool. I could be as tall as a giant.
You can adjust them when you wear them. You can increase your height by for between 2 to 5 feet.
Oh, I could be regular sized.
This will come super in handy for the Winter Shield party.
Oh, yeah, I could be above the crowds.
And you see her also bring out this on a silver platter, this kind of leather-looking backpack, and she says, "This is something we've been developing just recently, and we hope you enjoy it in case you ever find the need. This is a backpack parachute.
Ooh.
Now, it's not built for small falls. It's like if you're falling off a cliff.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're falling off a roof, it's not going to help you.
No.
But if you fall off something higher than, say, 60 feet, it'll help you.
Oh, what does it do?
It deploys a giant piece of cloth and it slows your descent.
Seems made up.
Oh no, we've been trying off the top of the church. It works quite well.
Oh, cool. That seems neat.
And then she finally brings out from inside her pocket. Like this is one of my personal favorites. As you see her, it's a small little metallic box and it's got like little gemstones on either side. As you see her shake it, and you hear just kind of like this, oof, oof, arf, 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 arf. It's like, we call it the barking box. And now if you just hit this button, you see presses one of the crystals and changes from blue to red. Like, roof, 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 arr, arr. Like, she hands it over to you, Waywalk.
Oh, what incredible craftsmanship did a rock gnome make this for you?
I know that's one of my own personal creations.
Wow. Well, the rock gnomes will be impressed.
Thank you.
So can I like set this up on like a timer or something?
You just gotta shake it and it barks.
Huh.
I was hoping there was a dog.
Is there a dog inside, like a tiny little dog?
No, it's an auditory illusion.
Neat. I like doing those.
Okay. Just hoping it would be open, and then the dog pops out, and then we have a friend. But this is fine.
We can.
This is great. This is great. Don't get me wrong.
We can buy you a dog, Amalika. We could buy you 500 dogs.
Just 500.
Well, 50,000 gold, you could probably buy every dog in the city.
Okay, that's excessive. Let's not go like hoarder style.
Yeah, you don't need every dog.
Just need like one.
At level 6, you'll have a hound of ill omen.
Never mind, I'm fine.
Oh, sure.
Shadow dog.
More training.
I'm fine.
Evelina, these are incredible. What craftsmanship?
Well, you've done a great service. Wayward constructs out in the city can be as we've seen with this fireball attack. So it is our thanks to you for making the city even safer than before. You've had a busy week.
We really have.
Yeah, it's
Some would say that it's been the longest week ever.
Yeah, I could use 17 naps.
And like approximately double the amount of drinks.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
Well, I hope you rest up for your winter shield party.
Yeah.
We're going to be tip-top shape.
Well, we'll see you there that night.
Excellent.
And you'll be tip-top above the crowds.
Oh my gosh, I'll be able to see through people. I mean, not throw them literally, but like above
over them.
Yeah, I'll be 8 feet tall. I'll be taller than that giant. No, the ogre or whatever we have hired.
Maybe. Ogre's like 9 to 10 feet tall.
Oh, geez. I'll be taller than you anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
As you make your way out of the House of Inspired Hands, you do smell gingerbread. And Carl says, "Oh my God, I missed you guys. What happened in there?"
Well, we got some cool gifts. Show him the barking box. Carl will like the barking box.
He will like the barking box.
What's a barking box?
This.
Like, oh my, it's a box that barks. That's the coolest thing.
It's a really descriptive name.
Mm-hmm.
And then check this out, and I'll shake it, and then squeeze it again.
Oh, the roo, roo, roo. It's like, oh, and it changes sounds. That's so cool.
There's at least 2 different dogs in here.
And Waywalket's going to be tall now.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I gotta practice walking on those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, before the party.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. That's the rest of your life until the party.
I got another plan, too.
Well, okay.
Also involves shoes.
Hi. Well, should we head back?
Yeah, I feel this has brought some sense of closure to my life.
So
At least this thing isn't going to be looking, throwing fireballs at us.
Not this.
Not this. I mean, other things could be.
Yeah.
Members of the Knife, the Zentarim,
Rat King.
Rat King. Oh, yeah. Where did that guy go? Definitely. Maybe we'll hire the private eye for that one.
So what's your next order of business as you head out of the House of Inspired Hands?
I think we're kind of out of leads, aren't we?
Yeah, I think that's... Yeah, I think...
Well, you still have the Growlhuns. Before you got interrupted by the Nimble Rat, you wanted to go see Growlhun Villa.
Oh,
Did
right.
we want to see that just because of the Nimble Rat?
That was mostly what I was going for.
Yeah. Okay, no one cares.
Yeah. Well,
Let them rot in their misery.
Yeah.
we'll keep an eye on them. They're shifty. But, we did a good thing today. I don't want to do anything with them. I got some preparations of my own. I have a little surprise prepared for the Winter Shield party. And I got to get some ingredients.
Let's go kick off the festivities and, get ready.
All right. Well, then, as you make your way back to Growlhorn Villa, we will take a quick break and then have the official Winter Shield party.
Yeah, I think you mean Trollskull.
Sorry,
Alley.
Trollskull. Sorry.
No worries.
What did I just say?
You said Grand Hilton Villa.
Right.
You're just like, well, you're still going there. Sorry, team. DM overruled.
Trollskull Manor, Winter Shield party. Derp. Welcome back from the break. We are getting ready for the Winter Shield party finally. So as we'll just kind of time lapse scene over the Trollskull Alley, as you can see poles go up. You can see, and it's kind of like a time lapse of everyone going in hyper action, but all the static pieces are still there. You can see slight snowfall come in and out unless day and night passes over, and you can see kind of these poles go up, and Fala does this druid craft where you see these spruce pines just kind of wrap around, and you see these little berries come down and just give that bioluminescent glow.
Ooh, classy.
Very nice, fella.
You see Rashal sitting in the center of the square, and he's there for hours on end each day doing his fire resistance protection aura to the area that's going to be the big party. You can see the Butcher's Guild, the Brewmaster's Guild, everyone's coming in to drop off food, and various waiters and wait staff coming in to help. You can see the Harpers, and Dunk the Ogre has actually carved Dunk into the front door of Trollskull Manor.
You know what, Dunk? I can't stop you.
No, you can't.
Too late.
Dunk's turf now.
Okay, all right. Well, thanks, Dunk.
Okay.
It's nice that you feel protective of the manor.
You pay me, I protect.
Oh, yeah.
When Dunk no work, you get new door.
Okay.
Whoa, that's aggressive.
Yeah,
I think we'll be okay.
Yeah,
We'll
I'm just going to cast some mending on it when he's gone. It'll be fine. Every day you're going to carve it in anew.
No, it's my turf.
Okay.
Yep. Everything's fine.
You can see Harko and Hadar helping out more and more inside the Trollskull Manor as you go, becoming less vagranty and more staffy. Helping clean up, helping cook, helping do administrative stuff with Alvin.
This is both nice and alarming. I just want to say.
Hadar, you haven't had a midday nap in 2 days.
Well, I got too much stuff to do, man.
I love to hear that.
There's look over the orders come in, and someone's got to keep that organized, and we got to make sure that there's a separation between the VIP staff and the general population area.
You're gonna make me cry.
And we got to cordon off the alley so we have a nice the breeze comes in, so it's going to be warm, but we don't want it to be too warm, so we still want it to feel like Winter Shield.
Oh my God, I gotta find you a wife now.
Or husband, you don't
or
know.
husband, whatever you need.
Yeah, you don't know. Don't judge.
Whatever you want, whatever species. If it's a ghost, that's even easier.
You're not auctioning off Liv.
No, one of his ghosts.
Oh,
Joseph's ghosts.
Okay, fine.
You see that Harko is actually also kind of bonding up with Martem a little bit. Not blood magic-y wise, but just kind of hanging out and talking.
Yeah. Well, now Martem's a ritual caster.
Yeah. Helping out, create the vassal.
He knows one ritual.
Summon Gingerbread Carl.
Yeah.
Martem, if you want to learn a little blood magic, don't limit yourself.
Just don't encourage him.
Don't always listen to your Uncle Joseph, Martin.
Listen to Uncle Yos.
He's
Uncle
I mean,
Yos.
the younger you start, the easier it is.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, well, okay. Well, if you truly feel like that's the way you want to go,
we'll back
think
you. Yeah, we'll
again.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go with. Okay, I'm with Mamalka.
Well, he said, well, blood magic's a choice. You just don't you don't get it unless you're a sorcerer and you're born with it. But I mean, you got to choose to do that. I mean, it's not for everybody.
Yes, especially not for you, Martem.
Yeah, that's when you're
Wholesome child.
when you're 16, then we can talk about blood
I was
magic.
thinking 60.
Well, you're an elf. It's a different age rate for this young man.
Right.
As soon as Martin turns 16, he's tattoos and blood magic. You're not my mom.
No, literally.
and you see the various.
Is he just like a human like kid?
Martin? Yeah, he's just a regular
Okay.
human kid.
Okay, carry on.
You see, as the days go by, more and more preparations. As you see, Avi and Embrick begin to expand, and they've actually taken. They've been telling you they saw some rats doing this, and they've kind of made like this communal hot tub that's hooked up to their forge. So if people want to like cool off and relax,
Ooh.
and,
Wow, those rats know how to live.
it's actually quite large, and most of their it's like they've kind of got like this little snack bar drink area with like this hot tub accessible area that seems to be it's like almost like boiling water, but you put your hand in, it's like it's just hot and warm, and like it kind of bubbles in the right place, and like, oh, you feel this is actually be quite relaxing.
I'm gonna have to get in here later.
Mm-hmm. Make sure you take off your stilts.
Oh yeah, no, those gotta stay bone dry.
You see Rashal opening up the front window to his library. As you see, he's now kind of bringing out like this magical extravaganza. Like it looks like he's going to have fireworks and like little things to like illusions and like basic magic to entertain the kids and whatnot. And you see not Talus. I was going to say something else. The half elf Boyer is actually started up like a little shooting gallery to hit these little stuffed and wooden rats in a kind of like a target area, and it's like it's all free. It's all just you guys got to show up and enjoy yourselves.
That's a fun activation. Whatever your name was, I'm trying to find it. Light Singer? No.
I will look it up because I should have had the book handy.
You need tabs for your notebook.
I do need. That would be helpful. I don't think I ever wrote a list of
Tally
all
Fellbranch
Ah.
also had an incident with rats earlier on. It seems to be a constant stream of people coming in and out. The Trollskull Manor has not been as busy because it's been prep time for the Winter Shield party, so it hasn't been open as long, and the people have. And it's not like a deterrent type of thing. It's just you guys are busy. You have to have this time. Volo comes in every now and then for a tea and a drink, and he's telling you that he's working on his new book, the Guide to Spirits Inspectors. And that if he hopes that he can rent out some time from Liff to just have a chat about what it's like to be a spectral bartender and the things that bind him to this plane and reasons why he stays and whatnot.
Well, yeah. I mean, it seems to be mostly about servitude and customer service for Liff.
He just like loves that life.
He seems to be a luxury. And also, if you're willing to make an investment in the production, like parchment is not cheap, and if you want the collector's edition, like if you get like dragon leather bound tomes for spirits and or like ghoul skin tomes for the really freaky people.
Parchment's literally so cheap.
I know you're paying for the cover and you're paying for the exclusivity. There's not going to be.
We'll pre-order a regular copy. It's fine.
Let's see how many pre-orders you can do at your next book launch.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, if you want to invest, 10,000.
We don't.
Okay.
10,000. Jeez. Oh, I mean,
those skins, those leathers are not cheap.
I
Dragon
know.
leather is hard to come by.
Then just write it in a normal book.
Well, then what are you going to do for the collector's edition then?
I'll tell you what.
Collect all of the papers together in one place and put a binding on it. Congratulations, it's collected.
That's books for you.
Look, Polo, it's, well, you know what, you and me, after the Winter Shield party, I got too much on my plate right now. We can talk about a little patronage. All right.
Don't encourage him.
He did give us the bar.
I did give you the bar.
Because he promised us money and didn't have that.
Hey, I'm still mad about that.
But look at all the money you're making off the bar now. Look, you would not have made your 50,000 if I hadn't given you
Only
this
after
bar.
we put all kinds of money into it.
That if you invest, I'll keep that quiet.
Volo, I would, but I've been spending money hand over fist. Check a look at my new cloak, and I reveal that I'm wearing like a beautiful cape, sort of inspired by the various capes that I've seen. But it's got sort of like embroidery that depicts sort of like a virus like sneaking in and out through the stars, like kind of a viral strain.
Nice.
And it's got hero written in the back on like gold lettering.
I like that we've gotten to a point where we don't need to go on journeys for clothes anymore. We just have enough money that it doesn't matter. Like John's like, yeah, they got that.
Yeah,
50,000 gold pieces. You can literally do anything you want.
And speaking of
Yeah,
which,
we can talk about what magical effects that has later.
yeah,
It's just magical. It's just magical.
it's just
description.
amazing.
Yeah.
Volo, this lady here could teach you a lesson about turning your brand around. And Amalika, this is for you. And I pull from my cloak's got many sort of like, it's got sort of like mystical pockets, like the pockets connect to sort of pocket dimensions. So I can reach in and like pull out stuff from it. And I pull out a gold box with like a very fancy pair of glasses inside.
Oh, this is nice. I can go out in the daylight without my umbrella glasses. Yosef, this is actually... Thank you. Malika like reaches over and gives him like the awkward hug of someone who hasn't hugged somebody since they were a child. Like just kind of like patting him awkwardly, just like, this is happening. This is how this works.
She has not done this before.
Yeah.
I just want to say I haven't done it in a long time, but like...
This is good.
This
good.
is-
Hug it out.
Okay.
Hug it.
Team
Thank
building.
you.
We're
Thank
building.
You might want to practice this on Fablin. Like this is kind of turning a nice moment into a weird moment.
Okay, just like take the moment for what it is, okay?
You know, in Yosef's defense, that mule can give a good hug.
Everyone, it's Celebration Cake Carl.
Oh, is he a cake now?
Yeah, he's a full cake.
Is he kind of like this humanoid-shaped cake, just kind of like floating there, with like bright blue icing and like red kind of trim on the sides? Like,
It's a little awkward looking, but he is done up.
it's a celebration.
Yeah, his little tiny arms are freaking
Is he
me
just
out.
like one tier or is he
No,
like...
he's a multi-tier. Like he's like the size of he's like hovering
A
really
wedding
awkwardly.
cake?
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to tip over somehow.
I can
I feel like he's
fly. I can
taller than
fly.
like Waywalk like,
No, I'm taller than he is.
but like as a tiered cake.
It's close.
No.
It's close.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of fluffing. Sam, you have overused the flower. Well,
Encourage him, except
really-
when it comes to blood magic.
I'm very touched. That's a very lovely gesture for you, Yosef. I'm very...
This is very nice.
I feel like you've come a long way since you were just a handsome stranger I met on the street.
And Amalika, while you wear your sunglasses, you are no longer at disadvantage to attack rolls. and saving
Finally.
Yay, all my dreams
Bit
are
late in the
coming
game for that.
true. It's fine.
throws. Volo says, "Well, I will see you tomorrow night for the party.
I'm very excited. Volo, it's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure seeing you all." So as you all head back to your various rooms for the night, Amalika, as you get up to your little parapet up on the third floor, you notice that there's some like silvery, almost like Christmas tinsel, almost like the silvery, sparkly spiderweb in the window. It looks almost strangely metallic, and you can see an envelope addressed to you stuck.
Whoa.
Is there actually like an envelope?
Yeah, it's a
oh,
literal
shit!
envelope.
John, you went all out! Do I actually have to open this too?
Yeah.
Like, is there...
Yeah, of course.
Oh shit, guys!
There's a
props.
little tear line to make it easier.
Oh shit!
Damn.
We'll
You
just
put a lot of thought into this.
holy. Just for the record, everybody, this is like got my name on it. It's got that spooky spider thing that's on my arm. That is the same symbol,
Yes,
right?
it is.
And a convenient tear in the envelope so that I'm not what I was about to do, tear it open.
I just hope you can read the font.
shit.
If you're not comfortable reading out loud, I can read it for you. It's up to you.
Oh, let's see. Okay. I don't know why I'm just reading this myself.
Yeah, loud.
All right, let's do this.
This is an auditory medium.
Listen. Literally, also.
Yeah.
My dearest Amalika, it fills my heart to hear... It fills my heart to hear the news that you are well. I'm sorry these events have conspired around you, but fate can be a fickle friend. When I heard that a dark elven sorceress stood toe-to-toe with Manshoon, I knew it had to be you. Ooh. Not only have you defeated and foiled Manshoon's plans, you've found a fortune beneath the city. I said torture. I was like, no, we didn't. Your natural talents must have led the way. Of this, I'm sure. It is your talents that I will require, as well as your friends. I seek a rare religious relic that has some untapped arcane potential. It is hidden on the island of the Pooh-Bah-Shaboo.
Oh.
It must be fate that has brought you into the company of the renowned Waywocket Sprocket and a Pooh-Abooian. That's how you say that, right?
Yeah, Pooh-Abooian.
Surely these events have led you to me. Please take some time to recover from the Manshoon encounter, and please enjoy your Wintershield party. I know it'll be a rousing success. I will send for you in the spring. Your mother, Amelia Ballantrae.
Twist.
Oh, you have Uncle Daddy and a real mother.
Jeez. Stocking up on family fast.
I think she has me confused with my uncle. We do have the same name.
It's true. What? Okay, got nothing else to add to this. I'm assuming, like, Waywocket, like, are we all in our respective rooms?
Yeah, no, I have no
Seth?
idea.
Yeah, that was in your room. You can share that with people right now. You can keep it completely secret if you want. Whatever you choose to do is the right answer.
We're asleep, by the way.
Yeah.
Amalika runs downstairs for a hot second because, like, she's, like, excited and both kind of, like, freaked out and, like, first goes to Waywocket and just kind of, like, shakes him and is like, Waywocket! Waywocket!
Yeah.
And then she hands him the letter to, like, read and just, like,
What?
look at.
Yeah, she definitely has me confused with my uncle. That's incredible. Your mom's still alive. Oh, this is an incredible forgery.
Yeah, I mean, I can't compare her signature.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a letter written in letter fonts, so I can't tell you if it's a forgery, even though I could if I knew what her handwriting looked like.
Yosef! She calls for, like, Yosef too.
I guess I'm like, I'm tapping that ogre again.
Stop it!
Little busy.
Okay, fine. Well, you'll find out later then. Waywocket.
It's actually not the ogre's actually in a relationship with a troll, so it happened
What?
to somebody else. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Like some rando.
Some random.
Wait for the next day. I got something planned for you.
Oh.
Well, okay.
Yeah,
sorry.
This is incredible.
Like,
You hear
yeah.
Carl like, I think Amalika's calling you, like this little cakey kind of like hand just kind of mushing into your face a little bit.
Carl, be careful. You're going to mess up your fondant.
I thought cream was good for the complexion.
All right. What's your news? We got to fight something or a fireball or...
No, it's something magical.
and it involves you.
I like things that involve me. Lay it on me.
Well, okay. So Amalika just shows him the letter. It wants us to go. Well, and by it, I mean potentially my mother, wants us to go to the Pooh-Bah-Shaboo. Or to the island? To the isle?
The island of Pooh-Bah.
This
Yeah,
seems
yeah.
crazy.
So you're telling me after all this, and all we've accomplished together, and all we built up together, you want me to go back to that shithole?
I mean, not for forever.
No.
In fact, I never want you to go back there if
Yeah.
it was up to me.
This is your home, right? This is home.
I hope so. Do you?
Don't you want to find out about your parents, though? I mean, like,
I don't know. It says on the arch you're not allowed to talk about your parents.
you just shush
Carl,
over there.
he's still indoctrinated.
Where's the mute button?
He's still indoctrinated. Oh, but he looks so cute with those poofs.
Yeah, he does. I can't.
I'm mostly oxygen, really. That's the secret.
Well, I mean, this really puts a spin on things. Mostly for Amalika, but crazy.
Okay, well, I mean, I know we're all tired, although
Yeah.
I'm currently very wired.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to fall asleep tonight.
That's
So-
all right. Elves just need a trance. You just need 4
Yeah,
hours.
that's true. Yeah, focus on your trancing.
I'm going to dream of my demon dog and my coming levels.
Oh, yeah, that'll be great. And then, before we go, we should definitely look more into your bloodline.
Yeah, we should maybe go talk to Uncle Daddy.
Or like a library.
Oh, right, that too.
I'm with Amalika. Uncle Daddy is much better than a library.
I mean, the librarians might be sexy too. Who knows?
Yeah, they got the glasses, if that's your thing.
Not as much as Uncle Daddy.
Well, if you put glasses on Uncle Daddy.
He does wear an eye patch.
Well, on one hand, I don't really want to go back to the repressive cult that raised me and lied to me about my entire backstory. But it might also be fun to burn it to the ground.
Yeah, that's a chaos party I can get behind.
I agree.
I'll think more on this.
I mean, we don't have to make any decisions now.
No.
This just showed up.
Yeah.
It was just at my window.
Wow.
Yeah.
That means maybe. I wonder how it got there.
There was like spider webs.
Oh,
It was just there.
that's very spooky.
I hadn't thought about that component of things, but sure, yes, that is spooky.
I mean, yeah, we live in a haunted mansion. Things are spooky here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really I think unaffected by that side of things. But yeah, I mean, I'll let you guys go sleep.
Yeah. Alvin's going to be so surprised in the morning.
Yeah, this is just poor Alvin.
He's getting a good night's sleep. He's had a very busy day, I'm sure.
He's had a busy couple of days, and like the Winter Shield party is happening, so he's got a long day of administrative stuff to do while his place fills up full of strangers.
All right. Good night, Amalka.
Good night.
Dream of family.
Oh, I was going to say the demon dog, but yeah.
Cool. Go ahead. That too.
Demon dogs can be family.
Yeah.
So as the night comes and goes, the sun rises in the morning. You can almost hear that rooster crows just a little earlier than wanted. As this is Winter Shield party day, the inn is already bustling with chefs and cooks and pre-production of the food and feast that's going to happen later in the night. Is just 24/7 people in the kitchen clanking of pots and pans. But as you come down in the morning, you notice that Liv has actually made out, it's not as big or as lavish as breakfast as you're used to because it doesn't have the space to really work around, but there's like a nice little like granola, some like bacon, some eggs, some veggies and fruits and stuff.
We got to keep it light today. You're right, Liv. Mm-hmm. We're going to be on our feet. Don't forget to eat and drink, everybody. It's important event planning.
You do know
drink water. You should specify.
Yes. Don't get sauced on your own supply before the party starts.
As you do mention
Joseph.
You do mention as you mentioned that you do notice that there's like those white ceramic cups of coffee that just kind of like steam and curl a little bit. As you give there is cream and sugar for you, but as you give like a little bit of a taste, you do feel it's kind of like a alcoholic creamish drink that's been mixed in.
Well, a little bit of sauciness didn't kill anybody.
It's true. It's true. This is a good start to the day. We just have to not keep it up.
Okay,
no day drunk.
No Mert yesterdayness.
No.
Or 2 days, whatever that was ago.
It was yesterday.
Okay.
And you do notice that it's almost surprising and shocking that Hadar is up. His hair is coiffed. He's in like really nice, like formal leathers. And he's got like a clipboard and he's like taking down notes of like the cooks and he's getting like the meal prep organized for the day.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. How did this happen?
We're truly blessed.
This is the most stunning turnaround.
Hadar, Harko, keep up the good work, buddies.
It's like, we will. It's like, yeah. Like we're here to work together, man. Like this is what we've been building for like the past couple of days.
Cool. Yeah. All right. Let's go in a little hands in. Alvin, get over here.
It's like, all right.
All right.
Do you want me to bring Fablin in for this as well?
No.
He's ready for you, by the way.
Oh, that's perfect. He can't get his little hoof in there, although that would be so cute. Carl, yeah, get your cakey hand in there. All right. Arms in, everybody. We've worked really long, really hard on this party and so many other things, but it's all come to this, a final celebration of the year and the future. So, let's go. Yeah!
Yeah! Winter Shield cake.
Winter Shields, party go!
As you step outside, the growth that Fala has done, they've done an amazing job. It just smells like fresh spruce pine everywhere, almost like that Christmassy type of holiday feel. If you've ever been in a Christmas tree forest or like a evergreen forest, it smells like that rich pine smell. But just because my dad made me focus about this. Like anytime we go Christmas tree shopping, the needles are like flat and smooth. So like if you drop down, you're not going to step on and hurt themselves. And when you break them apart, it has like that rich piney smell to it. Very, very woodsy, very earthy. As you step outside, it's actually not cold. There's like that warmth that just kind of flows through the air as you see Rashal is organizing his constructs and illusions to be ready. You can see, I just forgot the name of the half-elf who was the archer.
Tally Fellbranch.
Tally Fellbranch. You can already hear the mechanical whir of like these stuffed and wooden rats just go whirring on by. And you can already see Dunk is at the front of the entrance to Trollskull Alley. And you get the feeling by the murmur of the crowd that the lineup has already gone down the street.
Oh my, this is exciting.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be great. You're going to make money. Money right now, but like, that's fine. That's great. Yeah, it's good.
More money's more money.
You see Dunk
more money,
over,
more problems.
And you see like waiting for the acknowledgement to start letting people in.
All right, citizens of the alley, are we ready to party?
You hear unanimous,
so cute.
Unanimous, like, yeah.
All right, Dunk, let him in.
You see Dunk unhook the velvet rope as immediately he pulls out this little magical wooden stamp and just boom begins. You see like this glowy bluish red mark appear on their hand. It's like just kind of like an image of Dunk's face that they've been stamped for the next 24 hours as people start coming on in, and you smell the back windows kind of like lift up from Trollskull Manor as you see kind of like this counter open up as just food is brought out. And you can just see the steam and vapor rise off of like fresh cooked meats and fresh cooked foods and veggies and whatnot be brought. The smell just kind of hits you in the side of the face as you're distracted for what you want to eat or what you want to do, because like that smell and urge to eat just kind of like wafts over. And it's the first thing everyone does is kind of like moves over. You can see like tables and chairs have been set up in like a little seating and eating area, and the crowd just begins to disperse inside Trollskull Alley, and it begins to fill up quite fast.
Wow.
It's going well.
Yeah, this is good.
People early is people all day.
Yeah, one of your first VIPs that comes in is Vajara the Blackstaff. You see her beautiful Afro-Caribbean hair is kind of like glowing in the sunlight. You see like the colors and textures kind of radiating off of her. She comes up with the Blackstaff. You actually know she's actually also got the Staff of Agenor in her hand as well. She looks like she's in control of both staffs.
Oh wow, yeah, double wielding, eh?
It's like, well, it's quite the responsibility to make sure that no dragons come inside the city limits again.
Well, yes, inside the city limits.
He's gone.
Oh,
yes.
No. Oh, well, he seemed so lovely.
He was nice, but we want to make sure we keep all the dragons out, barring our history with them.
Oh, fair enough. I mean, I've met two pretty nice dragons in the last fortnight, so you maybe don't judge all dragons by the same brush.
And no, you're very true. And we've been fortunate they've been metallic dragons, so they're more the friendlier kind. But we want to make sure that we keep the laws balanced and the same across the board. But I do want to say thank you very much. The news of Manshoon is troubling, but the fact that you've exposed him is monumental. And the fact that you've brought the attention and the forces and the resources of Waterdeep to his attention is fantastic. So as a thank you from the Magistrate's Watch and from the Forest Grey, we invite you to keep the items we lent you.
Fucking right.
That's very lovely. Thank you very much.
You didn't actually give me anything, so maybe you should give me something too, and then I'll keep it too.
Well, you didn't register with the Magister's Watch, so that's where it's going to stay. But I will say you're on a very short list of people we may invite over to join Force Grey. So if you keep things on the up and up, you may find yourself with an invitation to a very elite organization.
What's that?
The Force Grey is kind of like magical A-team. It's like a very elite squad of adventurers.
It's Mr. T there.
Could be. You just have to make him in D&D.
True.
I'm thinking pure fighter.
Oh yeah.
With an advantage on pitying fools.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, champion fighter for sure.
As the couple of hours goes, is there anything specific you want to do? Mingle with people, hang out in the VIP area?
Drink. No, wait, no,
Yeah.
we're not supposed to drink.
No, we're into drinking now.
Yeah,
we should
just,
drink.
Like,
Here,
pace ourselves.
pace
Yeah.
yourself
Essentially-
one every other hour.
I've gotten us a round of Eldritch Blasteds,
Yeah.
which we've got to have
It's
that.
a sipping one.
As the hours go by, you do notice that this rather large entourage comes in, and you actually notice that Dunk has set up a VIP entrance at the southern end of the
Nice.
alley.
Oh,
And
very smart duck.
in walks in a lot of clergy, and it's almost like a light show to you, Yosef, as you see all these symbols and sigils and scribblings on these priests and paladins and clerics as they come walking in. You notice that they've just finished. Looks like they've just finished a ceremony. They're kind of like radiating an aura of magic, and leading the way is like looking very different, but kind of like thin and gaunt. But his hair has been tied back. Is Halam, who you met at Waterdeep Mountain.
Yeah.
The hobo man and mountain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he
the
looks
man and
shaved.
Dang, son.
Looks
You, like,
really
cleaned it
refined.
up.
Looks really official.
I'm going to work my way through them and just be sort of like, hello, welcome. And I'm going to make sure to like make physical contact with each of them and see if I can like practice leeching a little.
As soon as you make physical, like skin on skin contact with any of them, you notice that the black and gold flashing stops and it just stays gold. But as soon as you break contact with them, it goes back to that flashing black.
Do they register anything?
You don't notice them physically do anything, but the symbols and sigils on their skin go gold as well. It matches up. You see the black staff come over and was like, oh yeah, they've had a large ceremony today. They did a transfer of power.
Oh, what kind of transfer?
Well, Anthar Froom has retired from the head of the Order of the Silver Gauntlet, and Halam is now the new head of the Silver Gauntlet.
Oh, Almthar's been in power for forever.
Oh yeah, and he's given it up. He's retiring to a farm out in the country now.
Oh, that's
Send him out to pasture.
Quite literally.
I mean, he's had a rough go of it.
He has, and there's a new sheriff in town, as it were. With
That's Halam,
that's
eh?
Halam. They figured he was the best choice when there was no suitors to follow suit in Anthar's path.
Interesting.
So more of a monastic order now, as opposed to militant.
Huh. Well, I think that might be a good way for the Silver Gauntlet to go. Layer cake of Carl has been drawn.
We've got to post this all on the website later. This is very
I plan to
nice.
scan it all and put it in the on the Discord server.
I keep on though, because I've been drawing on my iPad. It's like when you have your glasses on, you take them off and you keep trying to adjust them. I keep trying to zoom in on bits to like fix it, like pinching my screen, but
No,
it's a fucking piece of paper.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Anyways,
Halam, it's so lovely to see you off the mountain.
You see him bow. He's like, "It's great to see you too. Thank you very much for all you've done to help protect Waterdeep. The city is in your debt."
So, do you ever know? Remember what hold on one second.
Wow, that's way back there. It's a
This is
deep
way-
cut.
Yeah, it's a deep cut.
Like episode 1, either 1 or 1, 2, or 3.
I think it's
No, it was more like 3, yeah.
the mountain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to find.
Hello.
Yeah, he's there. Oh, you ever figure out what that mother's choice was?
So, my prophecies?
Yes.
So, honestly, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm not cognizant of the words that
Oh.
I'm saying. I just tap into something and out it comes.
The mother, yeah, if I recall correctly, it was the mother's choice must be decided. The Dark One fears something not in reach. Evil twins hide face for new over by winter. That's something like that. It was something like that. I wonder if that's your mom.
But does that also then imply I have an evil twin?
No, I think these are 3 separate
Okay. I'm just checking.
prophecies.
Just checking. Does
The
he
doc-
have an evil twin?
Evil twin. I don't know. The Dark One may have been Manshoon.
True.
Because he was coveting that stone.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you find an evil twin, Halam, give us a heads up.
So, well, let's just take the day to celebrate Winter Shield and the passing of winter to spring. So,
I like it.
but again, thank you for everything you've done for Waterdeep. The Trollskull Trio, we are forever in your debt.
Oh, I'll keep that in mind.
You do notice as through the VIP as he heads back up to the actually he doesn't go up to the second level. He stays amongst the folks. But you do notice coming through the VIP entrance is Laerel Silverhand and Uncle Daddy himself, Jarlaxle.
Oh, nice.
You do notice that when elves dress up, they are dressed up to the nines, that her hair has been immaculately braided in this long braid that goes all the way down her back. It's almost like she's wearing starlight, as she has these long silvery robes that kind of like phase in and out of existence. She's still covered, but it looks very elegant and almost like it's weightless clothes as she glides on by in this long train that kind of like fades in and out of vision.
Joseph, you should get something like that. You could rock that.
You notice as she walks, she doesn't leave any trail in the snow or any like that. And Jarlaxle is wearing his poofiest of red hats with this big white feather that comes out. He's got a crushed velvet jacket with kind of like this like bouffant puff that comes out or over top of his chest with kind of like this like red tie that comes down, and wearing red, like very red pleated pants with like those classic leather pirate boots that come buckling or come flopping over the top, and just a giant black belt and belt buckle that kind of, and he's got his rapier off to his side as he takes his hat off and bows deeply to everybody. And Laerel gives like a very soft and elegant bow down as well. She says, "Well, it is now official, thanks to your work, that the city-state of Luskan has now joined the Lord's Alliance. And we find ourselves with a powerful new navy."
Well, I mean, and tabs on one of the greatest foes of the sea.
You're losing me on that one as a DM.
That like now, because they're part of the Lord's Alliance, like I assume they will pirate less from the other lords.
Give me an insight check.
That's a 26.
Nice.
26. You kind of see when you say that, you see a wry smile kind of come across Joe, almost like a cat seeing prey for the first time. Just kind of curls up his lip Elvis style, and you very distinctly remember a legal term often used. Privateering comes to mind.
Oh shit. Well, it's so lovely to see you, Jarlaxle. Silverhand, you look immaculate.
Your party is quite magnifique today. I must say I'm quite impressed with your party throwing standards. I something that the Bragandarth would be proud of.
And just like later, not now, like let's maybe have several more drinks. But like we should talk. We should have a talk, right? We should have a talk with him.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about talking.
Yeah, we'll do that.
We'll have
But
talking, and then maybe
you
another
have
meeting.
some drinks, like several. In fact, like Malika does like a kind of round signal to Liv. Liv, some drinks for my friend, some shots, some Eldritch blasts, please.
Come on, Liv.
You see this invisible or this floating tray come out, and you see Jarlaxle say, "Well, just sweet désolé, but I'm actually leaving right away. I must, whatever you have to say, you must ask now, because I'm leaving to sail up to Luskan. We are leaving harbor now. We must organize and let everyone know that we are now part of a grand alliance."
Can't you have several drinks before you go?
I can, but time, unfortunately, she is of the essence.
Well, Uncle Daddy, at least don't go before you hear my speech. And I'm going to turn and sort of assess. Is there like a place I can sort of go up and like...
You can choose a table. You can choose the bar stand.
Important things to be talking about.
Am I sort of getting the attention of the crowd here?
Oh, yeah, easily.
Nice,
How
okay.
typical.
I'm just going to do an Eldritch Blast. Hello, everyone. You know me as Joseph, a member of the beloved Trollskull Trio, the founders of this feast and this wonderful Winter Shield party. Now, some of you may feel that civilization is going to ruin, structures that govern us are slowly crumbling, there almost seems to be a corrupt power in the universe making everything worse and worse every
we
year.
fixed this part of him.
But have no fear.
It can't
I
stop an
too
unstoppable
once
force.
believed this miserable, that the only destiny ahead of me was misery and disappointment.
Turn around.
I came to this city looking to make a paltry sum just to go back to my death cult and bury myself under rags to have sex with yet another ghost.
TMI.
And look at me now. I found the Stone of Galore. I opened the Tomb of the Dragon.
And he still has sex with
And I
ghosts.
single-handedly destroyed a clone of the wizard Manshoon.
What? Little exaggerated, but go on.
And I owe it all to the two people who followed me around and watched me do these things.
Oh.
Wow.
Waywocket and Amalika.
You're too kind.
So whatever
An
you
interesting
believe,
interpretation.
whatever dream you're chasing, whatever you hope to discover, whatever you dare might happen, keep putting that wondering energy out of the universe so it can be possibly sapped up by a god that's getting stronger and stronger. Because I've discovered, as you will tonight, that friendship is the greatest non-monetary treasure of all. And I'll just I'll like send Carl up into the air. And then I'll Eldritch blast him.
You have advantage on the roll.
Oh, nice. It's 2 18s.
Oh, yeah. Everyone else, give me perception checks.
Oh, boy.
So that's a plus 26.
I'm so distracted by the light show. I rolled a 1.
You can use Arcana instead if you wish.
Yeah, that'd be an 18 with Arcana.
Yeah, 18.
As you see the Eldritch Blast fire off of Yosef, you see all the religious folks kind of like wince a little bit. You reflexively turn on Detect Magic as you can see these golden sigils now flying off their body and flying to Yosef, channeling through his arm and through his finger, and then turning into Eldritch energy and blasting up and exploding Carl into this amazing mess of pie of cake that just rains down on top of everybody.
Did you see that? Like, I mean, I know there was a lot going on.
I'm
there, but,
delicious.
oh boy, poor Carl. There's just
Watch,
something
cover your
weird
eyes,
going
people.
on.
There's hot frosting inbound.
So you're kind of like this muddy, like, thump, 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 thump. As people kind of cheer and reach up for cake as it falls down from the sky.
Yes.
Wow.
He'll be back, everyone. Don't worry.
I guess Martem has a new task tomorrow.
Yeah, I think he's already on it, probably.
Okay. Well, later on, we got to talk about some things. That siphoning magic thing is getting stronger, I think.
Yeah.
But Uncle Daddy.
Hold on.
Oh, wait, what? Okay. Uncle Daddy has a timeline, Miles.
I know.
So
The sun's getting real low.
I know. I want to actually. I'm gonna cast illusionary scripts.
Okay.
So that's a spell slot, and I want to write Amalika a quick note that says, in regular speech, it says, we should restock the VIP area. But in the illusionary script that I command, that I allow her only to read, it says, "Don't tell him. She kept him out of the loop for a reason?"
Ooh.
Question mark. And I pass that note to you.
Malika kind of looks and just kind of nods and is like, all right.
Yeah, we got to, I mean, that's an important job we got to do right away.
Yeah, we got to go do that.
All right, Jalaxel, it's been a real slice. Good luck right in the castle.
It's like, bonne chance to all my new and beautiful friends. And don't forget, you did help me out quite a bit. I owe each of you one favor. And a favor from the mighty Jalaxel Banray is not a thing to squander.
Are you allowed to call yourself mighty? Just,
I think
you know what?
I
It's
think
fine.
in
It's
this
fine.
case-
You know what? I saw him shirtless.
Yeah,
He
it's
is
true.
allowed.
It's okay. Yeah. Stop sexualizing my uncle.
No promises.
You see him clasp both your hands together, and Malika says, mon petit ombre, I will see you again soon, and does that very French continental cheek kiss on both sides.
Classy.
It cannot be stated enough that I lived in a hole recently. I'm sorry.
D&D adventurers move up that ladder fast.
know.
Oh, yeah.
You're definitely tier 2 now.
Okay. Yeah. Well, this has been nice. This has
You
been
see
nice.
him
This is good. At least it wasn't a
ways.
hug.
His cape just kind of flutters, kind of like a Assassin's Creed half cape just over the shoulder, kind of flutters away. And as you see kind of like people pass by in the crowd, just disappears.
That's impressive.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome if he wasn't a murderous pirate.
Well, he's a privateer now.
Yeah, I mean, fair point. I guess at this point I'll do my trick. So, like, you guys wait here. I got a little show of my own, Yosef.
Does it involve Fadlin?
It might.
Yay!
Last episode, Fadlin finally shows up.
Finally.
So Waywocket goes back to the barn. He for the last couple days has been preparing, using the hovering horseshoes to practice Fadlin getting used to what flying might feel like. He then pulls out a scroll of fly and casts it on Fadlin.
What?
And then takes him out of the stables and begins flying over the party. Meanwhile, Waywocket
How do you
also
control his poing?
he's just like, it's regular. I have control. It's a controlled mount in this case.
I think she said pooing.
Oh, pooing.
Yeah, that thing better not shit.
Well,
Yeah, I was like, how is he controlling his shits?
oh no, yeah.
little bags for horses to catch.
Yeah, maybe he's like wearing a festive diaper. And then I cast silent image behind to make it look like there is a giant sled behind me.
Nice.
And I fly out over the crowd, handing out candy and like favors and like cookies to everybody over the crowd.
You see treats and baked good begin to sprinkle down, and people reach up, much like not as graceful as, or not as ungraceful as exploding cake, Carl, but you can see treats as people reach up, and you see like almost like with like golden glitter that trails behind the candy. As give me a performance check, Waywocket.
How good are you selling it? With advantage.
Yeah. Most definitely.
It's a 22.
Yeah.
Do you have any special messages to send to?
I was like, happy winter shields, all of Waterdeep. Blessings to the new season.
As you see Waywocket and Fadlin do. What does Fadlin look like? What's the coloration of your mule?
It's like a plain ass gray mule.
You should have just left him as plain ass.
Yeah, he's a plain ass. Like I look pretty small on him because he's a regular size mule, and I am a 3.5 foot little creature. Like very little coloration, looks pretty plain, but is clearly well fed and well brushed.
As you do that, everyone just kind of hears like this creaking and crying, almost like wood giving out to under stress. As you hear kind of like fibers snapping and tearing, as you kind of hear like this scream, as you look over and you see Fruin's brew collapse in on top of itself, and almost immediately following, you see that this giant fire goes.
Whoa!
And erupts up, and you'd see that it would actually spread around, but the way Rashal has designed his anti-flame ward, it seems to all be contained, and everyone kind of seems shocked, like, but it seems contained, and no one's feeling like drastic heat off of it, and it seems people are kind of anticipating as like this was part of the show, as they kind of like cheer and clap for a little bit as a massive immolation takes off and begins to burn.
What was Fruin's Brew? That rival pub?
Yeah.
The rats.
As you look and you see people almost take a moment to be quiet and calm and kind of reflect about what's happened this year. I'm going to need Malka, Yosef, and Waywocket to give me a perception check.
Okay.
Quiet reflection check.
Oh, actually, I rolled well on that one.
Not bad. 16.
16 perception.
17, 21.
21.
19.
Everyone gets to see it as you see this one rat come out on like where the food prep station is. It seems to be sitting in almost like a lawn chair, finding like these black shades as he takes them off, and has like a little thimble and just drinks and just kind of nods quietly to himself and smiles.
Ominous.
I wonder what could have happened.
We'll find out later on for the
It's a
gutter.
tie-in adventure.
But does anyone have any final words they want to say for the Winter Shield party as it winds down for the night?
This has been a good night, friends.
Yeah, we've come a long way.
Yeah, it's been a short period of time, but it felt so long, like years.
At least months.
It's probably been actually a month since we started the adventure.
About 4 weeks,
Yeah.
Weeks. That it felt like months. Months and months and months.
We've learned so much. And though we've amassed so much money, I've learned tonight that the true thing that I should be amassing is mystical power.
Oh no. I don't know if this is the takeaway.
I mean,
Perhaps mystical power is the greater than monetary treasure.
I actually am
of
slightly
all.
more concerned about this than his monetary
See, it
gains.
flowed through me. It felt right. It felt like
Hey,
perhaps
Bucket, we need to stop this.
the
This
universe
sounds-
wasn't ending. It was maybe that, it was
Uh-huh.
transferring itself.
Yeah.
to
I gotta
me.
find out where this is leading.
I don't want
It
this.
might be leading to a second Manshoon. Yeah, Yosef, there's definitely power in magical power, but also there's power in restraint.
And friendship,
And
right,
fri-
buddy?
yeah, and friendship.
Let's do some shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do some shots. We'll touch those religious people. We'll see what they
I'm not touching anyone
get out of
religious.
them.
I'm gonna put some
you
oven
know.
mitts on you.
So as the scene pans up, as the stars begin to fade away into morning and the fire kind of embers down, as we then fade away from the adventure that was Waterdeep Dragon Heist as the Trollskull Trio or Fablin 5, depending on your standing in the party.
Fablin 5.
As it turns out that friendship was the true power all along.
Or maybe it was power.
Or maybe it was power. But that is Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Thank you for
I can't believe it. Woo.
but wait, actually just one more thing.
Uh-oh.
It wasn't the real stone. That was all a dream we had.
Actually, after credits scene, as the morning comes, the dawn comes, as you all make your way downstairs. It's kind of a mess after
I
the.
swear to God, if this place is secretly burnt down.
It's not, but as you all come down, kind of like feeling that those Eldritch blasted hangover shots, you come down all about the same time. You actually notice that standing in front of your big window, looking out onto the remnants of the party is a half elf kind of in plated armor with his arms behind it, kind of folded behind his back, looking at his back to you. You notice like a small little teacup is just floating next to him as he takes an occasional little sip. And he kind of nods a thank you to what you assume is Liff, as you hear him talk out and say, "The Trollskull Trio. Do you think you're the only adventuring group that's out there? You've become part of a bigger universe, a multiverse. You just don't know it yet." As you see him turn around, he's got wonderful blue eyes, kind of like a stout chin, with kind of like these formal high echelon clothes, as he turns around to look at all of you. "My name is Omen Drawn, founder and CEO of Acquisitions Incorporated. And I'm here to talk to you about franchise ownership. And that's where we're cut it."
Whoa.
Interesting.
We don't know what this means, do we?
I honestly thought it was going to be a Mamaka. That's now my mom's name.
Oh, nice.
I
Fun.
forgot it.
Amamaka is the greatest
Yeah.
wombo of all time.
Mamak is a good name.
I mean, I know a little bit about this.
Oh.
Good job, Don.
Yay. I can't believe it.
And that is it. We are done. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for coming along on the journey this season. It has been wild. It has been fun. We've loved the tweets and all the messages we've got. And just thank you from Miles, Steph, and Adam and myself just for listening to our crazy and wild story. So a couple of hooks, a couple of cliffhangers, a couple of little niblets for the future. One of the big things people have been asking about is who's going to be in season 6. And the answer to that is we don't know, because real life always takes priority and we have to know who our players are going to be for the fall. So stay tuned to the Discord servers. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Diecast Podcast, and we will keep you up to date with what's going on. We will probably have a better answer when we record our roundtable episode. Don't forget, you can still send in questions to ask everyone, ask the cast, ask myself, ask just anybody questions about what happened this season and things that may still be lingering, or ideas or thoughts you may have for everybody. So you can either use the hashtag Trollskull Trio and tweet us at Diecast Podcast on Twitter, and we'll get your questions there. Or you can go to the Discord server. We have a little section for questions. Just pop your questions down there, and we'll collect them all for the roundtable episode and read them out loud to the cast and see what happens. So everyone's going on vacation right now, taking some time off. So we don't know when we're going to record that, but it will be before October, I hope. And also the follow-up Gutter Runners episode, where we find out what happens inside Froon's brew and what collapsed and started the fire. That should be a hell of a fun one, because it'll be the first time all 3 Gutter Runners get to play on the same episode. But I guess that is it. We are done for the season. We will see you. Hopefully season 6 starts sometime in the fall, like November-ish, December-ish, sometime in theory. We'll see what happens. But that is it. Thank you for listening. For the last time of this season, Twitter at Diecast Podcast. Give us a follow. Any app that plays a podcast, YouTube, can catch up on all the episodes this season, and on our own website at www.flyinglizardstudio.com, where you can also get on our Discord server. Hooray! Yeah, that's probably going to be the best place, or one of the better places to stay in contact with us and see what news is happening, what changes are coming for the Diecast. So if you've been a fan for a long time, or you just started listening now or this season, thank you so much. It means everything to us to know that you're out there listening and enjoying the stories that we tell. So I hope everyone gets to go out there and play some D&D. Don't forget, the Unconventional Gaming Convention, Saturday, September 14th. I'm going to be there. If you're going to be there, say hey. I'm pretty open and friendly, and I love meeting people from the internet just to share some cool D&D adventures. So it's Peterborough, Ontario. You can still buy tickets at uncon.ca. That is the best place to get all your information about the events location, what's up about Peterborough, and to get some hotels, or I think you need to do some Airbnbs, because there's a hockey tournament in September in Peterborough, and the hotels fill up pretty darn fast. So, but I know there's tons of Airbnbs, because I just booked mine the other day. But that is it. Please keep in touch. Keep me informed about what's going on in your D&D role-playing lives. I'm eager to know and eager to share stories. I'm still rambling. Kind of don't want it to end a little bit, but I think this is going to be it. So from everybody at the Diecast Podcast, thank you for listening. Thank you for following along. We love you so much. We hope you're having a great time this summer. We hope you're playing lots of great games, and, find a family member, find a friend, hug them, tell them how you feel, and we will see you in season 6 for the Diecast Podcast. What is it going to bring? We don't know, but we know it's going to be fun. I love you all. I'll see you next season.